everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Sephora VIB Sale Haul. I know that I'm a little bit late, but I've had to work so incredibly much, and on top of trying to get everything ready for California. We leave on Tuesday, so I'm like freaking out because I haven't even packed yet, and usually I would have already packed. But I did do an order online, and then I did an order in store, but I just threw everything in this box in here, or in this bag. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have tried some of this out so I can kind of give you guys reviews on each product. First is the Bobbi Brown Primer Plus Mattifier. I actually had 4 primers in my cart, but I am really trying to minimize like makeup that I'm getting, because when I was looking through my foundation primer drawer, there are so many primers in there that are almost completely full that I really need to get through. So I did get this one though, because I had been eyeing it for a while. Again, it's the Bobbi Brown Primer Plus Mattifier, and I've heard really good things about this. It has I think it's like 4.5 stars on Sephora, and it just looks like this. And you do get a little bit more product in here. I was looking on the back, you get 1.4 fluid ounces. I've only tried this out once though. I'm hoping it's kind of comparable to my Smashbox one, but what I love about my Smashbox one is that one just makes my makeup last all day. This one, like I said, I've only tried once, and I'm kind of on the fence about it. I think I need to try it out with some more foundations before I, decide if I like it or not. This, I think I'm going to end up taking back. I'm not sure. This is the Solley Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. And everyone talked about this back when it first came out. I've seen so many people using it, and I wanted to pick it up, but it's $40-some. So I ended up getting the small size, which is just $22, but still this is $22 for this little thing. So I don't know if I got a bad one, but like when I go back and like I was watching other people's videos trying this, and they drip it on their face, it's very runny. This was like super thick. Like it might even still be pretty thick, but it's like when I try to press it out of here, it's super thick, and I didn't like how that felt on my skin. And I don't know if I just got a bad one or what it was, but I believe I'm actually going to end up returning this when I get back from California. I'm going to try it out a few more times hopefully before I go, and then if I don't like it, I'm definitely going to return it. Alright, so I had to get a few repurchases. So I repurchased the Viseart Professional Makeup, the setting powder. You guys know if you watch my empties video, I had already repurchased this one, but if you can see right here, I have almost out of this as well. It's about halfway full, and I just wanted to have a full one with me when I take it to California. So again, I know this is a product, like I said, I like. You only get 0.28 ounces in here, so it's not a whole lot of product, but this is just my favorite under eye setting powder. It's my favorite to set my chin, my upper lip, just really my entire face anywhere I get oily, because I think that it really does mattify and just smooth everything out. And then I repurchased the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, and I repurchased the shade 1N because I have 2N, which works in the summertime when I'm at my most tan. But I needed a shade kind of for like the fall and the winter time. So I went ahead and just got 1N. I think 1.5 is actually the next shade down, but I decided to get the shade 1N, and if this was too light, I can put them together. But this actually works for me pretty well right now, but I do have a little bit of a tan on, but not much, but I just bronze up my skin. But I really like this. I believe this is going to be the foundation I take with me to California. One of the foundations I take with me. Alright, so the last repurchase, actually no, I got one more here, I forgot. The last repurchase is from Origins. It's the Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. If you guys have watched me for a really long time, you know this is my all-time favorite face wash. It just, for me, works so incredibly well. It just cleanses my skin really nicely, and I've gone through so many of these. I have one in my bathroom right now that I've almost gone out of, but I use this in the morning, and I'll use this in the evening. That's just how good it is it just works for me no matter what. And then the last one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup in the shade 2N1. I repurchased the shade 1N2 Ecru, I believe is how it's pronounced, I think like at the end of last year, and that works for me in the fall and the winter. But again, I did have to go up a shade when I am darker, so I wanted to pick this up for California, because I am definitely taking the Estee Lauder one because it works no matter what. And I'm not sure how warm it's going to be out there. We're actually going to San Diego, and then we're working our way up to San Francisco, so I'm not sure like what the weather's going to be, but I do want to take one that I know lasts through the heat, because we are doing a lot of hikes. We're going to Yosemite National Park and doing a hike, just a lot. We've got a lot going on. So I know this foundation just works incredibly well, so I had to repurchase it. Now the next of this is new stuff. So next is by far one of my favorite purchases, and I'm really glad that I got this. This was in a lot of people's recommendations. It's the Urban Decay Brow Blade. And this definitely made me miss how easy and how fast a brow pencil was, because I have been pretty like you know, die hard for the pomade for the last few years. And I still love that. I really do, because I love how long lasting pomades are, but the efficiency and how quick a brow pencil is, I just love it. So you get the actual brow pencil on one end, and I have the shade Dark Drapes, which is dark brown if I didn't tell you guys. And then you get like the little marker on this end. You guys wanna see that marker, but this definitely takes some getting used to though. Like I kind of have to hold it way out here because I feel like if I hold it right here, I'm pressing too hard and that it just, you know, it doesn't look right, like this hair like strokes. But I just hold it way out here and I start here in the front and I just start flicking it up. It took me about 2 or 3 times until I got it just right, but I love it. I'll fill in any sparse areas with the marker, and then I would just lightly kind of go in and fill in my brows and everything. This is smooth, this is creamy. I really like the actual like brow pencil part. I would buy this alone. Like I said, even if they didn't put the marker on this end, I would buy this because I really like it. Just smooth, it's creamy. It's not the most long lasting, like it doesn't last as long as my brow pomade does, but still, if you are a brow pencil lover, I definitely would recommend this one. I'm glad that I picked it up. And then I got the Benefit Cheek Leaders, Cheek Leaders Mini Pink Squad, and I actually wanted the one that had cookie in it. I think that's the one that everyone was talking about. And I could have sworn when I clicked on it, that's the one that I selected. But when you click on them, you know, it does that thing where like you can pick either one of them. And I guess it was on this one already. And because I could have sworn they sent me the wrong thing, but they didn't. But I am so glad I ended up getting this one. So you get 2 blushes here, California and Dandelion, and then you get the shade Tickle. I freaking love this highlighter. It's so unique. It's one of those like thicker, kind of butterier highlighters, so you kind of have to, I feel like, press a little bit more firmly on your, swatch it for you guys. I feel like you gotta press a little bit more firmly on your brush to kind of blend it in. That's California, Tickle, and then Dandelion. Dandelion's kind of hard. It doesn't show up. I feel like Dandelion's not as pigmented. You have to build it up, but I think that, like I said, that's fine. But this is one of the closest highlighters that I've ever found to that NARS limited edition one that I like. The only thing is that this one does have a little bit more pink to it, whereas I feel like the NARS one is a little bit more of like a champagne pink, whereas this leans a little bit more on the pink side, if you guys can see. But I love this. I think it's incredibly beautiful, and again, super happy. The only thing, like I said, I'm going to be returning from this is the Solley primer out of all of this, because everything else worked out really well for me. Next is I did pick up a moisturizer. This is the Belief the True Cream Aqua Bomb. Again, I've heard so many amazing things about this, and I haven't tried this out yet because I am still using my Drunk Elephant moisturizer. But I got this because now that spring and summer's getting here and I'm sweating a lot, that is just too intense of a moisturizer for me at night. So I'm wanting to go back to something a little bit more lightweight. So I'm hoping that, like I said, this one is a little bit more lightweight. Like I said, I have heard really good things. Alright, so I did get the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer, and I really like this bronzer. I wanted to take it to California with me, but I couldn't justify taking a bronzer this size. You guys don't see this is like a massive bronzer. But I was watching, can't remember whose video it was. She's getting ready to go to Hawaii. I'm just drawing a blank, but she says that she takes this because she uses a mirror to do her makeup. So I thought that, like I said, I wouldn't have to take my big gigantic mirror that I've got right here in front of me, and I could just use this and it would cut out having to take a mirror. So I believe I may do this, but I really like this. It's not super orange. It just looks really nice on my skin. It's one of those, like I said, I feel like it's not going to show up very good, but yeah, there you go, you can see it. But it's just super smooth. It's not overly pigmented, so it's very easy to build up. The only thing though is a lot of people's like, you will never run out of this. You get so much product, but you don't, I mean, I guess you don't get as much product as you think because the pan is so thin. But like I said, you ever really run out of bronzers? I don't think so, but yeah, really happy I decided to pick that up. And then I picked up the Buxom Wonderlust Primer Infused Blush in the shade Mykonos. And Kathleen Lights talks about these. I wanted this shade Seashells, but it was out of stock by the time I ordered this one. But again, this is Mykonos, and this is really pretty. I haven't actually worn this shade, but I have swatched it. They are very pigmented, but they've got kind of more of like that drier formula when you swatch them, but still really pigmented and really pretty. So I'm excited to try that one out. And then I have tried this out. This is the Ordinary AHA and BHA peeling solution. So it's a 10-minute exfoliating facial. So I am actually on retinol that I use once a week, but I did call my esthetician and she said just to make sure I'm not using them super close together, just use like this once a week and then the retinol once a week as well. Don't be like using retinol twice a week and then this twice a week because it'd just be too harsh for my skin type. But I can't tell much of a difference from this yet, but again, I've only used it one time. It's like a really weird color and it looks like when you start spraying it on your face, it looks like blood. But it, like I said, it doesn't burn. At least it didn't burn on my skin, which I did really like that it was super, I felt like gentle. But again, really like this. I'm excited to try out some more things from The Ordinary because they are back at Sephora, because they were there and then they disappeared and then they come back. So alright, 2 more products. So this product I am again actually on the fence about. This is the Laneige BB Cushion Pore Blur. I love Laneige's products. I love their lip sleeping mask, which I've got right here, a little sample because I'm packing up I'm taking this little salmon to California with me because I love that. I love their water sleeping mask you put on your face. I loved their, I think it's like water bank moisturizer. So when I seen this, I was super excited. I haven't heard anybody talk about this and I never seen this on the nude page. I was just looking through Laneige's stuff and I seen this. I got the shade number 21 beige. It's got SPF 50 in it, and again, it's a BB cream. And I've been looking for a BB cream. This is actually a little bit light for me, even when I am a little bit more on the fair side, so I do feel like I might have to move up a shade. But it's supposed to be pore blurring for a lasting semi-matte finish. So it definitely dries down to a pretty matte finish. That's something that I noticed, but it doesn't look the best on my skin. But I tried this with that for Solley primer, so I don't really want to count it out. But you actually get an extra sponge in here. So you're getting like 2 times the product. You get a sponge that's already in here, and then you get one right here, which I think is really nice for the price. And so yeah, I still want to try that out a little more. And then lastly, I got the Soleil de Janeiro. I'm probably butchering that, I'm sorry. This is the Glow Motions in the shade Rio Sunset. I actually wanted to purchase these back when Kathleen Lights first talked about them, but when she first showed them, they didn't have a pump, and I was just like, for that price, you know, I'm not paying that. But this is so nice, and I swatched the Fenty Beauty one because I wanted to get that one, and that one was so incredibly shimmery, and I felt like I just had shimmer everywhere. This, I feel like it's a little bit more natural, a little bit more subtle, which I like. And it does come with a pump, and I'll just pump a little bit wherever I want it, like on my shoulders, on my chest, and then I'll take like a big old brush, not this one necessarily, but just any big old brush like this, and I'll buff it in. And it just buffs in so nicely. It's not super sticky or anything. I haven't tried it on with like any kind of white to see if it like transfers really bad, but really do like this. I kind of want to pick up some more shades from them. But yeah, so that is it for my Sephora VIB haul. I know it's a little bit late, but I would still love to know if you guys purchased any of these items or if you've tried any of these and what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.